always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's ball. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. He'll do it himself on the draw. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Flagway. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game, on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Mustangs are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Quick spin on the run. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's ball. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Quick completion on the out. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking to take a shot. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going up top again. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he is at midfield. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Quarterback running on the draw. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. Bringing the heat. Extending the play. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. This defense right now, they have no answers.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. They've got the screen set up. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Gators will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the tailback. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Now the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Scrambling away. Got it behind the line. It's Harden. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to scramble. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harden. There he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, SMU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the play fake on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Makes a grab on the shot. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Slithers into space. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Creates a little space. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Mustangs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Fine play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the Mustangs will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quick completion to the right. Still running at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Mustangs are flying down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's ball. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll run it from the gun. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down. And you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat on toward the ball first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. start with a first down. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
To the air. It's Lagway. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Grab behind the line. It's Knight. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. You know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play-action fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
He'll take another shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring that.
So you know the defense is going to be king, too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already.
Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gator. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Got his man. Lots of running room. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Mustangs are in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big...
He's going for the goal line. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Jennings. Now improvising. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field, but this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the back. Off play action on first down. Fires left. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Under fire. Dances away to buy time. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the move, it's Harden. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got...
spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Vols will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Finds his tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Gives it on the option. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Dropping back, it's flag way. just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the defender. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it.
Liberty's in Virginia.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Looking for room, it's Thomas. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Aguilar. Moving out of the pocket. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab ready for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Finds his man. It's Matthews. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just keeps swinging it. Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteer. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away.